Cobra Kai Season 4 is out on Netflix right now, and I wanted to talk about in this video the Cobra Kai font, that nice brush font that they use on their series. It's been the font that they use since the beginning. I wanted to tell you what it's called, where you can find it, and how you can use it on print on demand. Let's go. Thanks for joining me on this video. My name is Juno with Detour Shirts. I've been designing and selling t-shirts online since 2005, and my channel is all about helping you to learn how to design and sell t-shirts online. If that's something you want to learn how to do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So in this video, I wanted to talk about all things Cobra Kai. Season 4 just came out on Netflix, and it's currently the #1 show on Netflix. I thought I'd take this video to talk about all things Cobra Kai. More specifically, the font. I'm going to tell you what the font name is, how to find it, how to use it, and also all things print on demand for Cobra Kai, what things you can and cannot do, and we're just going to go from there. So first, let's go to the internet, and I'm going to show you the font that they use for Cobra Kai and what it's called and how you can get it. So to find the font, all I did was type in Google here, Cobra Kai Font, and you can see a whole bunch of results showed up. I'm going to click on this one from the font, and let's see what it takes us to. You can see somebody asked back in 2020, what font is this? Please find Cobra Kai font, and someone found it right here, and so I think we can just click on this. It's called Deadstock, and Deadstock is on the font, but it is a demo font right here. It's not 100% free for commercial use. If you want to use it for commercial use for print on demand, you're going to have to pay. It's not going to be free. And this is the Font Foundry. This is the people who made it. So let's click on here, and you can see it's just going to take us to their site. BLKBK is the people who did it, BLBK type. And you can see dead stock right here. To buy it for commercial use, you'll have to pay $28, but you can see the different fonts. You have the upper and lowercase fonts. It's really nice brush font. I really like this one. Real easy to read. I think it would really do well on t-shirts and stickers and things like that. Let's scroll down. You can see some other stuff that they have. Let's take a look at fonts in use. You can click on this on their site and see how it's being used other places. Right here, dead stock. Looks like BMW also used this font. So you can see on their stuff right here, they used it in theirs. It's just a really nice font to use, and they used it all in caps too, just like Cobra Kai did. So nice all caps font if you want to use it, but you have the lowercase there too. So just take a look at some of these other fonts that they have. This is a really good site. I haven't seen this before, but some of these are really nice and bold. These are the kind of fonts that you want to use on t-shirts anyway. You can see right here, there's another brush font, nice thick fonts here. So if you're looking for fonts for t-shirt designs, I would suggest coming here as well. We're gonna just use the free demo so you can see what it would look like on a t-shirt. Again, you can't use the demo on print on demand because we're selling it for commercial use. So you're gonna have to come here and download it here and pay that $28. Make sure you have the commercial license on there. So the next thing I want to do is to go to Amazon and see what kind of shirts are on there for Cobra Kai and what kinds of things that we could do instead of the Cobra Kai shirts. But let's look at Amazon right now. So here we are on Amazon. I just typed in Cobra Kai t-shirt, and you can see all of these by Cobra Kai. So Cobra Kai is the brand, and you cannot copy any of these things. You can't do the snake, you can't do the eagle fang karate, no Miyagi-Do karate. These are all copyrighted by Cobra Kai. So you can't do any of these things. They're from the show, so don't even try and do any of these. You can see some people have done it, but just because they're not from Cobra Kai doesn't mean that you can do it. You will get your account taken down. So just be aware of that. If you're not from the United States and you're not sure about copyrighted stuff, this is stuff that's copyrighted. Okay, so don't do it. Don't do Eagle Fang Karate. Don't do Cobra Kai with the snake. Don't do Yes Sensei with the logo there, right? Let's see right here. Even if you think you're drawing different things. You can't do any parodies of this thing just because you're drawing Daniel in here. Of course, this is from Cobra Kai, but don't think you can do that as well. So even if you're not using the script font and you're using a thick font, don't do anything that says Cobra Kai or Eagle Fang Karate or things like that. So let's look over here. Here's that font being used for Cobra Kai, but it is Cobra Kai, right? So don't use this fist thing here as well. So all of these you can see are from Cobra Kai. Those that are not, they probably have a license to do it, but we don't. We don't have a license to do it. So just like on Redbubble here, if you type in Cobra Kai, these are not from Cobra Kai, so they could get their stuff taken down. So don't do it on Redbubble either. You can see a lot of these people are trying to bank off of the popularity of Cobra Kai because it's a #1 show right now on Netflix, and they're hoping people will buy their stuff. Do not go there. Do not risk your account. So what you could do instead is do a karate t-shirt. So right here on Amazon, I'm typing in karate t-shirt, and some of these are safe. So this right here, it's all about karate. It's a funny saying about karate. Amazon choice as well. And look at that, super low BSR, right? So I'm not saying copy this. I'm just saying don't do a generic karate t-shirt, not a Cobra Kai inspired t-shirt, or definitely not a Star Wars inspired t-shirt, right? So stay away from Miyagi-Do. That name is trademarked. So, but what you could do is a funny saying or funny sentence about karate. This would be okay. This would be okay, something like that. So again, don't copy this design, but use that idea of a funny karate sentence instead of doing Cobra Kai. And you can see some of them are very low BSRs. Look at those low BSRs, meaning that they're selling right here, kind of a vintage sunset kind of thing. Let's see, another vintage sunset karate thing right here. Just silhouettes of people kicking karate or kicking and doing karate. You can see things like that. So there's still lots of ways that you can do a karate t-shirt, and you could do fonts. We could still use that Cobra Kai font here, just not use the word Cobra Kai, and it would give it a nice look if you bought it. Don't use the demo again, but if you did pay that commercial license and wanted to use it, you could use the font here. So let me show you some ways where you can find silhouettes of people doing karate and how you would put it all together in Affinity Designer and use the fonts if you bought it. So there's lots of places that you can go to find a silhouette, but I'm just going to go to Canva because it's super easy here. I'm going to hit Create Design and Custom Size and so on. You've seen this before. Go to Elements and just type in karate. Boom, and make sure you do graphics, and you can see all these. You could use that, right? Or let's do another one. You could use that. So real easy to do. You might have seen my last video where you download this. If you have Affinity Designer, you can download this as a PDF print, a high quality print, and hit download. And I'm going to use that download one of these. I'll just find one of these silhouettes, probably this one or one of these. I'll figure out which one here, download it, put it in Affinity Designer, and I'll show you how easy it is to make a karate inspired t-shirt design. So before I show you Affinity Designer, I wanted to show you one more thing, and that is fonts, free fonts that you could use instead of that Cobra Kai font. The Cobra Kai font was $28, and I know a lot of you don't want to spend that money. So what you can do is look for a brush script here on thefont.com that's 100% free, and I'll show you how to do that. First, come here under script and go to brush. So click on brush right here. And now this is showing all the brush fonts, but you can filter that even more by going more options, 100% free, and let's hit submit. And you can see now all of these are 100% free for commercial use. And this is the one that I like to use, this Edo SZ. I'll show you that in Affinity Designer. I downloaded that, but you can see this one's kind of a nice one. That's a nice one. There's a lot of cool brush fonts right here that are 100% free. So that's what you want to look for, 100% free, so that you can use it for commercial use. A lot of good ones. I would say stick to some thick ones and make sure they're easy to read as well. So, sometimes they have like this cool O right here, but that might not be easy to read, but just have fun with this. So now that we have the fonts, the free fonts, I'm going to show you Edo SZ right here in Affinity Designer, and I'll show you how to put something really quick together. So here I am in Affinity Designer. Now you could do this in Canva, but you wouldn't. You would have to import this font into Canva if you did it that way. So that's why I like doing it in Affinity Designer, because I can import the font onto my computer and then just have the font. So this font right here, you can see, is the dead stock font that we talked about, that Cobra Kai font. This is what it would look like if you had the right license. I'm just using the demos to show you, but I can't, unless I bought the commercial license, I can't use this in my design. What I could do is use this one, and this is that free one, Edo SZ, and you can see how it just a little bit different, a little more rough around here, more brush strokes. This one is a really nice font. I do like this one. This font that I'm using right here is just called Nexa Rust Sans. It's a free font as well. And so I'm just curving it over the vintage sunset that I have here that I made. And you can see this guy right here is just the one that I got from Canva that I downloaded. So I'm just putting it over here, and I'm gonna knock that out if I'm gonna save this. Now, this is just a test. This is a funny phrase, a funny karate phrase, but it isn't something that's trending. I mean, you can use this if you want, but make sure to check if it's trademarked. I just came up with some funny text here. So again, this is just to show you what you could do with the font, something generic, right? Don't use it, don't put Cobra Kai, I love Cobra Kai or anything like that. You can't use that word. That's trademarked, the thing's copyrighted because it's a movie and things like that. So make sure to use more generic stuff if you're doing. So you can do stuff about karate or kung fu or martial arts or anything that would match this nice brush stroke, right? So use that there, more generic stuff. And I think this would do really well on Amazon or other places, other POD sites, because it's more generic, it's funny, and it's something that, you know, someone who loves karate or loves funny phrases might want to wear. So think about that as your audience when you're making it. But you can see you can still use the font. The font is not the thing that's copyrighted. It has commercial use. If you buy it, you can use it, but just don't use those things around Karate Kid and Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang and all those things. So hopefully you're more clear now on what you can and can't do with it. Basically, don't do anything Cobra Kai related, but you can use the fonts in your designs for things that are more generic and funny and things like that. So that is it for this video about the Cobra Kai font and all things Cobra Kai. If it was really helpful for you, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to this channel already, make sure to hit that subscribe button right there. Before I leave, I wanted to ask a question of the day, and the question of the day is this: what other famous fonts do you want to learn about? Are there any fonts out there for famous TV shows or movies or logos or things like that that you want to know what the name of the font is so that you can use it on your t-shirts or on print on demand? Let me know in the comments and I'll try and find those as well. I think that those will make really good videos. So thanks again for watching this video, and if you want to see more things about print on demand, make sure to click on these videos right here. And as always, guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.